The National Electrical Code requires lighting outlets in dwelling units to provide adequate illumination. Proper lighting levels facilitate safe movement and task performance, reducing the risk of accidents and injuries. Lighting outlets enhance visibility, making it easier to detect obstacles, hazards, and potential fall risks. Well-lit areas deter crime and make it easier to identify suspicious activity, improving the overall safety of residents. Lighting outlets provide illumination during power outages or emergencies, enabling occupants to find their way to exits or access emergency equipment. The NEC covers all electrical installations and equipment used to provide safe and reliable electricity use. This includes not only devices for utilizing electrical energy but also those that support the overall electrical system and safety of users. In the 1947 edition of the NEC, lighting outlets were not explicitly required in dwelling units. However, the code gradually recognized the importance of adequate lighting for safety and habitability. In 1965, the NEC introduced a requirement for a minimum number of lighting outlets in every habitable room. In 1971, the code specified that all habitable rooms must have at least one lighting outlet controlled by a wall switch. In 1993, the NEC further refined the requirements, including specific lighting levels and placement for various rooms. While lighting outlets may not directly protect persons or property from electrical dangers, they play a crucial role in ensuring the safety and well-being of occupants by providing adequate illumination, enhancing visibility, and supporting emergency response. The NEC requirement for lighting outlets in dwelling units reflects the code's comprehensive approach to protecting both persons and property from electrical hazards. The requirement for lighting outlets ensures a baseline level of safety and usability in residential spaces. Without these requirements, there would be a greater risk of accidents, injuries, and security breaches due to inadequate lighting. Firstly, the NEC aims to minimize electrical hazards. Secondly, it establishes standards for safe electrical installations. Thirdly, it adapts to evolving technologies and safety needs. The NEC addresses a broad range of electrical safety concerns, including overcurrent protection, grounding, wiring methods, and equipment installation. Lighting outlets, while not directly preventing electrical shocks or fires, contribute to overall safety by improving visibility and reducing the likelihood of accidents. The historical progression of lighting outlet requirements reflects a growing awareness of the importance of illumination for safety and habitability. The 1965, 1971, and 1993 revisions to the NEC demonstrate a commitment to refining and expanding these requirements to ensure adequate lighting in all habitable rooms. Firstly, adequate lighting promotes safe movement within a dwelling. Secondly, it reduces the risk of trips, falls, and collisions. Thirdly, it enhances visibility during emergencies, allowing occupants to safely evacuate. Proper lighting can deter criminal activity by increasing the visibility of potential targets and making it easier to identify suspicious individuals. Lighting outlets can also support emergency response efforts by providing illumination during power outages or other emergencies. This allows occupants to find their way to exits, access emergency equipment, and assist others in need. The NEC requirements for lighting outlets are part of a comprehensive approach to electrical safety in dwelling units. By ensuring adequate illumination, the code aims to create safer and more habitable living spaces for all occupants. The NEC evolves over time to incorporate new technologies, address emerging safety concerns, and reflect best practices in electrical installations. The NEC is not intended to be a design manual. It sets minimum safety standards that all electrical installations must meet. However, it does provide guidance on best practices for electrical design and installation, including recommendations for lighting levels and placement. The requirement for at least one wall switch-controlled lighting outlet in each habitable room ensures that occupants can easily turn on lights upon entering a room, even in the dark. This reduces the risk of accidents and injuries. The NEC recognizes the importance of both general illumination and task lighting. General illumination provides overall visibility within a room, while task lighting provides focused illumination for specific activities such as reading or cooking. The NEC does not dictate specific types of lighting fixtures or technologies that must be used. However, it does require that all lighting fixtures be listed and labeled by a recognized testing laboratory such as Underwriters Laboratories to ensure that they meet safety standards. The NEC addresses the proper installation of lighting fixtures, including requirements for mounting, wiring, and grounding. These requirements help to prevent electrical shocks, fires, and other hazards. The NEC also addresses the use of lighting control systems such as dimmers and occupancy sensors. These systems can help to reduce energy consumption and improve the overall efficiency of lighting installations. The NEC provides guidance on the selection and installation of lighting in specific locations such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor areas. These requirements are designed to address the unique safety challenges associated with each location. The NEC recognizes the importance of lighting for people with disabilities. The code includes requirements for accessible lighting controls and fixtures to ensure that all occupants can safely and easily use lighting systems. The NEC is not a static document. It is revised and updated every 3 years to reflect changes in technology, address emerging safety concerns, and incorporate best practices in electrical installations. The process of revising the NEC involves input from a wide range of stakeholders, including electrical engineers, contractors, inspectors, manufacturers, and consumers. This ensures that the code is technically sound, practical, and responsive to the needs of the electrical industry and the public. The NEC is a critical tool for ensuring electrical safety in dwelling units and other types of buildings. By setting minimum standards for electrical installations, the code helps to protect people and property from the hazards associated with electricity. The NEC is enforced by local and state electrical inspectors who review electrical plans and inspect electrical installations to ensure that they comply with the code. Electrical contractors are responsible for ensuring that their work complies with the NEC. They must be knowledgeable about the code and follow its requirements carefully. Building owners and managers also have a role to play in ensuring electrical safety. They should ensure that all electrical installations are properly maintained and that any electrical problems are promptly addressed. The NEC is a complex and comprehensive document, but it is essential for anyone involved in electrical work to understand its requirements. By following the NEC, electrical professionals can help to create safer and more reliable electrical systems for everyone. The National Fire Protection Association publishes the NEC. It is available for purchase in print and electronic formats. The NEC is also available for free online viewing, but it is important to note that only the official published version of the code is legally enforceable. The NEC is an important resource for anyone who wants to learn more about electrical safety. The code provides detailed information on a wide range of electrical topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. The NEC is also a valuable tool for electrical engineers, contractors, and inspectors. The code provides the technical guidance they need to design, install, and inspect electrical systems that meet safety standards. The NEC is constantly evolving to keep pace with changes in technology and address emerging safety concerns. By staying up to date on the latest version of the code, electrical professionals can ensure that their work is safe and compliant. The NEC plays a critical role in protecting people and property from electrical hazards. By setting minimum standards for electrical installations, the code helps to create safer and more reliable electrical systems for everyone. Firstly, it enhances safety for occupants by providing sufficient illumination for movement and tasks. Secondly, the lighting promotes security by deterring crime and aiding in identifying suspicious activity. Thirdly, during power outages, it assists in emergency response by enabling occupants to locate exits and emergency equipment. Fourthly, visibility is improved, making it easier to detect obstacles and potential fall risks. In the evolution of the NEC, lighting outlet requirements highlight the increasing recognition of lighting's role in safety and habitability. In 1965, a minimum for habitable rooms was introduced, followed by the 1971 requirement for wall switch-controlled outlets in all such rooms. The refinements continued into 1993, specifying lighting levels and placement for various rooms. Therefore, the lighting outlets ensure a foundational level of safety and usability in residences. Their absence would heighten the risks of accidents, injuries, and security breaches because of insufficient lighting. The aims of the NEC are to reduce electrical dangers, to set standards for safe setups, and to adapt to new technologies and safety needs. The code deals with a wide array of safety concerns, including, but not limited to, overcurrent protection, grounding, wiring techniques, and equipment setup. Even though lighting outlets don't directly stop electrical shocks or fires, they contribute to overall safety. This is due to improved visibility and a lower chance of accidents. The historical changes in lighting outlet rules show an increasing knowledge of how important lighting is for safety and habitability. The revisions made in 1965, 1971, and 1993 show a dedication to improving and growing these rules to make sure there's enough lighting in all habitable rooms. There is a reduction of the risk of trips, falls, and collisions with the help of adequate lighting, which encourages safe movement within a home. The lighting also provides greater visibility when there are emergencies, allowing people to get out safely. Good lighting may stop illegal behavior by making possible targets more visible and helping to spot people who look suspicious. Lighting outlets also help emergency services by providing light when there's a power outage or other emergency. This lets people find exits, get to emergency gear, and help those who need it. The rules for lighting outlets are included in a bigger plan to make sure that electrical systems in homes are safe. The goal of the code is to make living spaces safer and more comfortable for everyone by guaranteeing sufficient illumination. The NEC keeps up with the times to include new technology, handle new safety issues, and use the best electrical installation methods. The NEC sets the bare minimum safety requirements that all electrical systems must follow. It is not meant to be a design handbook. The NEC does, however, offer advice on how to design and install electrical systems in the most efficient way, including suggestions for how bright and where light should be placed. The rule that each habitable room have at least one light outlet controlled by a wall switch means that people can turn on lights as soon as they enter a room, even when it's dark. This lowers the chance of injuries and accidents. The NEC knows that both general lighting and task lighting are important. General lighting makes a room visible overall, while task lighting focuses light on certain tasks, like reading or cooking. The NEC doesn't say which kinds of lights or technologies to use. It does say that all lights must be checked and labeled by a recognized testing lab, like underwriters' laboratories, to make sure they meet safety rules. The NEC talks about how to put in lights correctly, including rules for how to mount, wire, and ground them. These rules help to keep people safe from electrical shocks, fires, and other risks. The NEC also covers the use of light control systems, like dimmers and occupancy sensors. These systems can help use less energy and make lighting systems work better overall. The NEC gives advice on choosing and putting in lights in certain places like bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor areas. These rules are made to handle the safety issues that come with each place. The NEC understands how important lighting is for people with disabilities. The code includes rules for easy-to-use lighting controls and fixtures to make sure that everyone can use lighting systems safely and easily. The NEC is not set in stone. It is changed and updated every 3 years to keep up with changes in technology, handle new safety issues, and use the best electrical installation methods. The process of changing the NEC includes feedback from a wide range of people, like electrical engineers, contractors, inspectors, manufacturers, and consumers. This makes sure that the code is based on good science, is useful, and answers the needs of the electrical industry and the public. The NEC is a key tool for making sure that electrical systems in homes and other kinds of buildings are safe. By setting bare minimum rules for electrical systems, the code helps to keep people and property safe from the risks that come with electricity. Local and state electrical inspectors enforce the NEC. They check electrical plans and inspect electrical systems to make sure they follow the code. Electrical contractors are in charge of making sure their work follows the NEC. They must know the code well and follow its rules carefully. Building owners and managers also have a part to play in making sure electrical systems are safe. They should make sure that all electrical systems are kept in good shape and that any electrical problems are fixed quickly. The NEC is a long and complicated document, but it is important for anyone who works with electricity to know its rules. By following the NEC, electrical workers can help make electrical systems safer and more reliable for everyone. The National Fire Protection Association puts out the NEC. It can be bought in print and as an ebook. The NEC can also be viewed for free online, but it's important to know that only the official published version of the code can be enforced by law. The NEC is a great resource for anyone who wants to learn more about electrical safety. The code gives detailed information on many electrical topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. The NEC is also a useful tool for electrical engineers, contractors, and inspectors. The code gives them the technical advice they need to design, install, and inspect electrical systems that meet safety rules. The NEC is always changing to keep up with new technology and handle new safety issues. By keeping up with the newest version of the code, electrical workers can make sure that their work is safe and follows the rules. The NEC is very important for keeping people and property safe from electrical dangers. By setting bare minimum rules for electrical systems, the code helps to make electrical systems safer and more reliable for everyone.